Hi, my name is Kemuma and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is where we aim to learn a thing or two about hair care. And today we're going to learn about hair porosity. And I'm gravitating towards very short videos, straight to the point, and I think that also increases your compliance to watching the videos. So now I'm going to tackle low porosity hair. Then I'll make another video about high porosity or the medium porosity hair. So what is hair porosity and what is the difference between hair porosity and hair type? Firstly, hair type is where hair is given types. It's typed according to the texture and the curl pattern. So for instance, you could have type 4 hair, which is very kinky curly hair. So it could be type 4A, B, or C, depending on now the coil pattern. And then there's type 3, there's type 2, but mostly Africans have type 4, and very few of them have type 3 hair. And the difference between now type of hair according to its kinky coiliness and now the hair porosity is the ability of your hair strands, to absorb moisture and retain it. So based on how much your hair can absorb water, let's say water or any products that you put in your hair, that's how you can know if you're having high porosity, low porosity, or medium porosity hair. There are so many ways in which you can find out or investigate your hair porosity, but I'm going to show you one which is called the beaker test, where you just grab a glass of water and you take a strand of clean hair from shed hair. Now I don't have a strand of clean hair, one because my hair is already braided up. I washed all my combs and I'm not about to yank hair from my head in the name of showing you when I can just illustrate. So this is your glass of water. Then this is your hair strand. You can take 1 or 2 or 3. Then you're going to just place it in the glass of water like so. Mine is plastic, relax. So you're going to place it in the water. So based on the level of water, when it's low porosity, your hair is going to stay afloat. When it's medium porosity, your hair strand, the one you placed in your water, is going to be somewhere in the middle. If it's high porosity, then your hair is going to be totally sunken to the bottom of the glass or beaker, whatever you're using. So for instance, I already know my hair porosity is the low porosity, meaning the cuticles are tightly wound, so it's really hard for water to penetrate the hair strands, and it's also hard for it to maintain moisture, because then again it's hard for it to absorb moisture. But once it has, it's also really difficult for it to lose moisture. So there are some characteristics of low porosity hair. I came with the notes. I hope you grabbed your notebook. So low porosity hair takes a really long time in terms of minutes, of course, to absorb water. For instance, if you're washing your hair, it can take maybe up to a minute or 2 for it to actually start absorbing water and get fully saturated. Then because it has a really difficult time absorbing because low porosity hair has a really difficult time absorbing moisture, it's prone to dryness and breakage. Then to touch, you can feel that it's really rough has a really rough texture, then it is easily prone to tangles. Like mine has so many tangles sometimes, and it's a lot, but I've learned how to manage it. It is prone to build up, by the way, which is so true. You can find you're using products on your hair, and instead of course, because they cannot penetrate the hair shaft as easily as they should, they just coat it from the outside, hence causing build up, and then they are difficult to color. I have never tried coloring my hair, but since this is research based, they have researched and found out that it's quite difficult to color low porosity hair. Then what else? Oh, it's also really prone to matting, where it's your hair, one of, hair strands just stick together. It's really prone to that. So how do you manage low porosity hair? Firstly, you can use coconut oil. I think we've in this channel we've really talked about coconut oil. One, because it's what our Ayurveda oil is based on, which is really nice. We talked about it having fatty acids that are really good for your hair. They really moisturize your hair. And then you can steam your hair. You can steam your hair using a hair steamer, or you could use a heating cup, which would introduce some sort of heat to your hair, and hence encouraging your hair shaft to absorb more moisture and more water. Work in sections. Since we've said that your hair is prone to matting and tangles, it's really a good idea to work in sections. Then use the greenhouse effect. We already talked about that. The greenhouse effect is where you wear a shower cap every time you put product in your hair, so that it can encourage the product to be absorbed. It kind of opens up the cuticle. So use a clarifying shampoo. A clarifying shampoo really cleanses your hair, so it gets rid of any buildup that may have occurred while you are maybe wearing a protective style or a low manipulation style. Use warm water when washing your hair, so that it can help with also opening up the cuticles. And wear a satin scarf or a satin bonnet when you're sleeping to protect your hair, because again we have said it low porosity hair is prone to build up, and it's prone to getting tangles and easily matted. Then lastly, what to avoid now that you know you have, let's say, low porosity hair. You avoid silicones. When you're buying, let's say, leave-in conditioners or deep conditioners or shampoo, avoid getting silicones, because they are not water soluble, hence they really cause buildup on your hair, and buildup consequently prevents your hair shaft from absorbing moisture. Then avoid heat styling. So, well, this will become really difficult for people who love straight hair. Well, lucky for me, I don't love wearing my hair straight. I genuinely prefer it in its curly state, so I don't straighten my hair as much, which has also really helped now that I know I have low porosity hair. So that's it for today. I hope you really learned a thing or two, but in this case I'm hoping for maybe 6 things. And until next time, bye.